Hey everyone, and welcome to the Tippity Top Podcast, the show where we discuss our top personal picks for various random topics. I, as always, am your host, Tyler, and I am joined once again by Brennan Matthews.
What's going on, guys?
Cody English.
Hello there.
And Chipper Thurber.
Oh!
Chipper had the best call out of all of you. You guys got to step up your game.
I'm so fucking psyched for this. These
Me
are my
too,
actual favorites.
Yeah, this is a part 2 of a series of 2 episodes.
5 through 1.
Last episode, if you had watched, you would know that we went through our top 10 through 6 fighting game characters. And today, we're going to be finishing up the list with our 5 through 1s. And boy, howdy, gosh darn it, am I pumped. Like I said, this is part 2. So if you haven't watched part 1 of our top fighting game characters, I would recommend checking that out before
or skip it, who fucking cares?
Yeah, or watch them out of order. Live on the edge, you know? Don't let the system tell you what to do. You listen to the episodes in whatever order you choose.
We're not your bosses.
Yeah, it's a free world. Numbers mean nothing. So if you don't know how the Tippity Top podcast works, basically all we do is we go around the hypothetical room talking about our top 5 personal fighting game characters. So we're going to start with our number 5s, work our way up to our number 1. Who started last time? Because boy, do I not remember.
It was Chipper.
I want to say it was Chipper.
It was Chipper.
It was
So
me.
Chipper, do you want to hit us with your number 5
Dude,
fighting game character?
I can definitely hit you with a number 5. You want that now?
Yeah, preferably.
Okay. So let's
Sick
go
pick,
with
bro.
Raven from Street Fighter Cross Tekken / Tekken 5. Those are my favorite Ravens.
Whoa.
Damn.
I love Raven, not because of his aesthetic that he looks like Blade.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not fully convinced that it's not Wesley Snipes playing Raven. Honestly, like it's just Blade the character, but in Tekken, it's
really
very weird.
is.
And they changed
like-
his hair from black to white.
Yeah, they're like, what if Blade bleached his hair and thought he was a ninja?
Yeah,
That's Raven
which
in a nutshell.
Blade already thinks he's a ninja, but he instead of slaying human beings, he slays vampires.
Which makes Raven automatically cooler because he'll slay anybody. He doesn't give a fuck
It's
what
true.
they are.
He has no moral compass, so it's all right.
Yeah, he's not racist against vampires, so he'll kill anybody.
Yeah, Blade's
Men, women, children, any gender, catch those hands.
You pay extra for children. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Is this factual? Have you?
We can say it is. If
Okay.
we
We wrote it on the
Okay.
wiki. No one will disagree. I mean,
Okay.
You think Tekken creators are gonna come at us like, no?
well, exactly like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a phone call right now that just says Tekken HQ.
One of them's gonna be running at you with like an armful of like papers, like flying behind him, like waving his finger, like no.
I'm gonna get
Exactly.
Cody. What's the name of the guy?
I can't think of it right now. I was trying.
Fuck.
He's a
I was
really
gonna
cool
make
guy.
a good. I was gonna
Norman
make a good
Reedus?
zinger joke, and I can't think of his name. Harada. Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
never asked me for anything.
You're gonna have Harada's just gonna call me up on the phone and just say exactly that.
No.
Yeah. Was that Harada? Fuck.
Oh shit! I
Holy
guess
shit,
I'm gonna get my
man.
number.
But yeah, that's I like Raven. Like his aesthetic, everything about him is just really cool. He is literally just the edgiest character, in my opinion, from the Tekken series.
Kazuya is more edgy.
Yeah,
Who's
Kazuya
more
turns
edgy?
into the devil. I think you can't really get edgier than that.
Yeah,
You're right.
he's-
You're right.
Yeah.
He's the mall ninja boy, is what I like to think about.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll accept that. Yeah.
I'll
He's
respect
got
that.
he's got like not a full katana, but like a half katana, that kind
They're
of
called
shit.
knives.
No. Is it a knife when it's like it's the shape of a katana, but it's like half of a katana?
I mean, there's probably a technical name for it, but
There's
okay,
gotta be
I
a
mean,
technical
who
name.
knows?
Yeah, there's a technical name for it. It might be a knife, but it's also not a katana.
We'll call it a Wea blade.
A Wea blade. I like that.
Beyblade.
Scars. Like I don't know if he's cold ever, but he just wears them.
I mean,
That's
scarves
for
are
sure.
cool.
Well, that's because he's a true ninja. All
Yeah.
ninjas wear scarves.
Yeah.
How are you? You can't be a ninja and not wear a scarf. Name a
scarf-
ninja who doesn't wear a scarf.
Have you ever seen
Actual
Ninja
ninjas.
Assassin?
Sasuke.
Not actual. No.
Ninja
fictional.
Assassin's pretty
Name a
badass.
fictional ninja that doesn't. That
Yeah,
does not wear a
Ninja
scarf.
Assassin
Ninja
is a
Assassin.
fictional ninja.
Who's Ninja Assassin?
You've never seen that
The
movie?
movie.
No.
Or,
I believe
or
you.
played that game?
I have
No.
no clue what you're
I'm
talking about.
sheltered, dude. I don't know.
Dude.
Apparently,
it's really
I'm sheltered.
stupid.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But no, he doesn't wear a scarf.
Okay.
Must not be a real ninja then. I'm sorry.
He's
Sorry to break it to
literally
you,
a real
but-
ninja. He has to kill his brother. It's a whole weeaboo thing.
Oh, I believe that he
Super
believes he's a
edgy.
ninja.
I saw it with my dad in the theater.
Thank you. Brendan knows what I'm talking about.
So Raven's your pick, huh?
Yeah, number 5, Raven.
It's cool. I kind of thought he'd be a little higher up, so I'm wondering
you'll
what
see.
your next spot's
see.
gonna be. But we'll move right along. Who's next according to
I
the
think it
order
was
that I've
Brennan.
forgotten about?
It was Brennan.
It was definitely
Brennan?
me.
What's your number 5, my man?
My number 5, this game in the fighting tournament, I usually do all right. I always get to the championship, and then I get pistol whipped by Cody.
That'll happen.
So, this game is Street Fighter V,
Ooh.
and my main guy, also in Street Fighter Cross Tekken,
Oh yeah.
my main guy, my boy M. Bison,
M. Bison.
the
man.
dictator himself, ruling with an iron fist.
And the biggest fucking teeth on the
I
planet.
know, dude. The
He's
dude
got some
puts-
pearly whites.
He puts John Elway to shame. But my man, like, he has a combination of, like, power, like, decent pokes. He has a really annoying, like, slide kick move
hmm
that is, like, a pretty good icebreaker.
Mhm.
Like if I notice, like, a guy's just blocking high and, you know, completely negating the legs, I'm like, all right.
It's
this
a good
time.
sweep.
But yeah, my man, M. Bison, he's, like I say, he's like that nice mix of power. Not really a cross-up guy, but, you know, he has some pretty good moves. I've always enjoyed playing as him, and I always thought he was cool. And like I said, he's like an iron-fisted dictator, which, you know, I don't think a lot of fighting games possess.
Here's a fun fact about Bison. He has a power called Psycho Power. You want to hear
Yeah,
a
it's
little
like
fun thing
purple,
about
like
that?
fire shit. Yeah,
No.
I forgot to mention
the King of Fighter character Athena has the same power, and she's like a pop idol.
Well,
Yeah, apparently,
Bison came first,
canonically,
so-
they're in separate franchises, but canonically, she possesses the same power as M. Bison.
I wonder if like one day they're ever gonna like canonically get together and fuck.
They've been in a game before, so they've talked.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
What
yeah,
game are they in?
Capcom versus SNK.
My number 5 is Mitsurugi.
Wow,
I know.
hate him.
I know. I don't. It's just the stereotypical samurai, but he does it very well. Just good sword strikes, you know, lots of stances. Really, very good. Just a samurai.
Official Yelp review of Mitsurugi. He's
Sure.
really he's
Good
good.
samurai.
10 out of 10 would play again.
For the people that like don't know who he is, like I know who he is,
Okay.
obviously, but what franchise is he from?
He's from the franchise Soul Calibur. He's
Yup.
a staple character of the series.
I just want to say before we move on, I hate Mitsurugi because I hate fighting Cody when he plays Mitsurugi.
That's fair.
Soul Calibur is no longer fun. It makes me cry myself to sleep. We're going to move on to my number 5,
Damn, canonical, bionical.
which is also Soul Calibur.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
We're just going to stay on this train for a bit longer. This is not a character that I have liked for a very long time, but Soul Calibur 6, I grew to love him like my own child. Yoshimitsu
Oh,
is he's a tight boy. He's a fun time.
He's tight.
Yeah, I never really had any attachment to the character. He's been in the franchise since like Soul Calibur 3. He's been in like every fucking Tekken game. I acknowledged his existence. I said,
You
"Oh,
should."
cool." And I never ever played him because I'm like, he's too much. But in Soul Calibur 6, he's just buckets of fun to play. Buckets and buckets of fun. And you all know firsthand. I mean, you've been on the receiving end of my Yoshimitsu. Cody can deal with it very effectively, but you guys,
No.
Brennan Chipper, I mean,
it's
you know.
fun to watch.
Well, I've fought your Yoshimitsu 3 times now. I beat him once.
you did. Shortly after the game came out. I have new tech. I will
That's
fuck
true.
you
Yeah,
up.
no. I
But,
definitely can't
You
win.
gotta
now.
have that caveat.
For those of you who don't know who Yoshimitsu is, he is a demon
Alien.
guy. Well, no, in Tekken he's an alien, but
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he's a demon / alien / robot. He's
Yeah.
everything. He's fucking weird.
Yeah, one of the fun things about Yoshimitsu is that they drastically change his look in every game.
Every
Oh.
single game.
I think in Tekken he has like the absolute coolest costumes, but technically Tekken Yoshimitsu is a separate character from Soul Calibur Yoshimitsu. They're two completely different
They
beings.
they all play different. It's weird.
Yeah, that too. Plus, like, Tekken Yoshimitsu speaks in some weird alien demon language.
I think it's Japanese.
No, it's not. It's not. I swear.
No,
Google it. It's
I-
not Japanese.
I know. I'm kidding.
This is a weird demon
Jesus.
language. I think it's Japanese.
But in Soul Calibur, he just he hits you with crazy philosophical bullshit every time he wins, and says stuff like "wee" and like weird things. He claps with his feet. Fucking weirdo.
That's with his feet in Tekken though too. In one of them.
He does. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he says fun stuff like, Heaven's net casts wide, though its course, nothing slips through. And boy, do I think about that every night when I try to fall asleep, because I don't know what the fuck it means.
That's the weebiest shit I've ever heard.
That is super fucking weeby, dude.
I've heard it so many times, it just haunts my nightmares. It's always in the back of my head.
Yeah.
You wake
And
up
then when
in
I
a
win and he
fucking
doesn't
cold
say it, I have panic attacks because I'm like, how will I know the vague diameter at which Heaven's net is cast?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's chorus. Nothing gets through it.
It's nuts.
So that's the main reason I like Yoshimitsu. Fun, little fun quotes like that. But also, his fighting style is just super unique and super fun. As Mitsurugi is like generic samurai boy, as we previously discussed, Yoshimitsu is crazy samurai boy.
He stabs himself.
He
does
has
stab-
suicide moves. You can literally stab yourself through the chest, and it will damage yourself. You can
But
do
it
also
flips
hurts other
while the
people.
sword is in your chest.
Wow.
Lots of different things. You can commit suicide from the sky, drop on them with your sword.
That's insta kill.
Yeah, and if you ever like kill someone with the suicide move, like if they're behind you and you stab through your chest to get to them, ultimate disrespect. It will do like 50% damage if it lands on the
It
opponent.
does a shit ton.
I mean, it's just smart. I mean, you can
In
use it
certain
more.
in certain games, he can use his spin his sword so fast he can
can-
fly.
Oh yeah, that's every game. So
Yeah.
I was about
is
to
that
get
every
into it.
game? Okay.
He has 3 stances.
Mm-hmm.
They are called.
Flee.
There's Flee, Hell, Dragonfly is the
Yep.
the one where he
Yep.
flies, and then I don't
His
remember what the other one
meditating
is.
stance. I don't remember what it's called either.
Yeah, I don't know, but he has 3 forms. One of them, he sits on the ground, jerks his sword like he's jacking off.
It
In Soul
really
Calibur
does
6,
look that
which is
way.
a game I play him, it charges his meter. And you can do moves out of that, like you'll do little spin teleports and stuff.
Yep.
His other one, which is like sword pogo, he puts his whole
Oh,
body
fuck
up on
that.
his sword, and you can walk on your swords, and you can like hop on it like a pogo stick and stab people.
That's a hitbox, yeah.
And then you have Dragonfly stance where he spins his mechanical arm like a helicopter and like levitates off the ground, and then you can do moves like that. So it's really fun to just be able to do crazy mix-ups because I just keep switching from stance to stance, and you just have to guess like what direction if you have to block high or block low, based on the stances of switching into. It's just a he's a really interesting character. It's a really fun time to play him. The learning curve for him is a little steeper than some of the other characters in the game, but
yes.
when you put in the time, it's definitely worth it because it's super satisfying when you know what you're doing with him to be able to just control the chaos that is Yoshimitsu.
I dig it.
And that's why he is my number 5.
Very nice.
Yeah. And we're back to Chipper.
Oh,
Unless
that's
you have
me.
anything else to weigh in on.
I don't think I do. So my number 4, as we like to call it. So this is a not. People will not respect this pick for sure.
Okay.
It is a Pokemon trainer from Smash Bros,
wrong with
Whoa,
that?
I forgot Smash Bros. Was a game.
which is technically not a fighting game according to the creators of the game,
Who cares?
It still counts, it's fine.
Yeah.
but I enjoyed it a
funny.
lot. So I like Pokemon Trainer mainly
Why?
because of Ivysaur.
That's fair.
What I do is I will commit suicide until I get Ivysaur, which is
Don't
not
we
good for
all?
stocks.
So you just switch?
Chipper's on his last life.
In the new one you can start with whichever one you want,
Yeah.
and you can switch in between. But a quicker way of doing it is like if you die, you just jump off the edge and commit suicide.
Okay.
It's a really
which
good
is bad for
strategic
stocks.
move.
I don't-
stock
That's
battle.
called-
Just
that's
strategic
I'll say that,
suicide.
yeah.
I don't. That's why I don't play stocks. I don't play pro Smash Bros. I play it for fun.
And my version of fun is jumping off of a cliff 2 times so I can play as my sweet grassy boy.
Yeah, because Ivysaur, first off, he has range and does not want to kill himself. Like, because Charizard, he'll rush at you with like some kind of flame move,
Flare Blitz?
and you Flare Blitz. We'll call it that. And if you miss, that is a huge punish. With Squirtle, you can do that shell move when he goes into shell, the shell spin or whatever, and he goes right off the edge. Fuck that shit.
Generally,
Not
people
about
don't
it.
use those moves that often.
Huh?
People don't usually use those moves that often.
Okay, but
But, you know.
Ivysaur's side move is just tackle, which is fine with me.
Okay.
What a weak ass, lame ass move.
No, he does a shit ton of
boring.
damage.
You're saying the other
And-
two, like the Squirrel gets in a shell, fucking spins off, like yeets himself off the stage, like a
yeets him
fucking
off the
cool
stage
boy.
and dies.
Charizard engulfs himself in flames and slams into you head first with his powerful jaws, and then all your little grass boy does is tackle you.
Yes, those are
Razor Leaf.
those are cooler moves.
Ew,
Which is,
Razor
but
Leaf.
guess what? They're all still part of Pokemon Trainer, which is
Yeah.
why I still like them. Like, if you land them, they're all good moves. But
Fair.
Ivysaur does not commit suicide constantly.
No,
Like
you commit
Squirtle and
suicide
Charizard.
constantly.
Okay, but when you use Flare Blitz on Charizard and someone dodges, that's not your fault. You know, it's
Partially your fault.
non-
You didn't
Casual.
time it very well, I guess.
Either way, though, it's fun. I
it's
love
fun, yeah.
I love playing as Pokemon Trainer with all the characters. Ivysaur is my favorite. I prefer him mostly because in college, one of my friends had it's called Project X. It's a modded version where Squirtle, Charizard, and Ivysaur were their own characters. And Ivysaur had a lot of fun shit to play as. He had like Solar Beam as his down B, which, gosh darn it, Nintendo, put that in there right now because Solar Beam was the best
I mean,
you could
yeah, that
ever
sounds
have.
pretty dope.
It killed everybody. But also, I like how I like switching between like Pokemon in the middle of the game. I think it's fun instead of just playing one character the whole time. And
Very dynamic.
yeah, being able to switch constantly, because like each kind of character has their own ups and downs, and like depending on who you're playing against, those ups and downs are good and bad.
Yeah, I mean,
But like
they
if it's
usually-
like
yeah.
I'm playing Ganondorf, I probably should play Charizard because I'm going to be heavier instead of playing Squirtle or Ivysaur, who are going to get launched right away.
Well, if you use Squirrel, you can like combo him to death. He can't really get away from his like quick
Well,
combos.
yeah, and that's a good that's another thing. Like
Yeah.
if you're good at really comboing into people, like you can just like Ganondorf, I'll just fight him head on super fast, which you can kind of do with Ivysaur. Ivysaur is the in between character. He's like a not slow, but not fast.
Well rounded.
Yeah, he's very
Yeah.
well rounded. But you know, if you're really bad at like doing fast combos and you're just I'm a grappler, like you can do Charizard. And if you're like, oh, you know, I don't want to go too fast, but I also don't want to go too slow, like go Ivysaur. You can do all that stuff. I like how you can just change it up in the middle of the game without like, well, I don't like this character. I might as well just give up on this game. No, you can just like, all right, I'm gonna avoid that person that's trying to kill me and change.
Yeah,
Like,
it is
right in the
definitely
middle of
like
the match.
a really unique style for sure. Like, there's not a lot of fighting game characters where you get to play as 3 characters simultaneously, like switch between them. So
Yeah, it's
definitely
nice.
a unique character.
Yeah, and
crack one open, boy.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn, son.
Oh.
No respect. Just fucking crank them back,
I
man.
was gonna wait until it was my turn, but you know,
well, fuck your
I
turn.
got thirsty.
That's fair. I
But-
have 2 things real quick. Like, is it Project M or
It might. I think it is Project M. You're right.
okay?
Project
That's
X.
one. And I really like Pokemon Trainer just because like the combo progression. Like you start with Squirrel, go into Ivysaur, and you can get like early kills with Ivysaur. But if you get higher like to like the 70 range, just go to Charizard and everything kills. It's
Yeah,
good to
no,
like rare through them, so you get like little play with each of them.
Wow, that's very strategic. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, no, you can be very strategic with Pokemon Trade. That's why I like him. Because like
Yeah.
most people, it's like, I mean, you can be strategic with every single character.
It's
That's
true.
That's cool. But like, I think Pokemon Trainer is definitely one of the ones where you can be a little bit more strategic with, just because like, oh well, I'm gonna hit him fast and hard real quick, and then once he's up to like 135%, I'll just like smack him with Charizard, and then he's dead.
I'm surprised you don't talk about like Ivysaur's like Bloom Blast or whatever it's called, where you just like
his Seed Shot.
air.
Oh yeah, no, that move. Yeah, that's a really good one. That's one I like to do. It's a little bit harder to land because like you do it right on top of them or like a couple inches or feet away from them.
This has a really good sound to it.
It has a lot of good sound to it, but it actually destroys people pretty fast. Like if you are really good at landing it on people, it can, I think maybe 4 or 5 of them, and you can hit them off the map if they're not a heavy character.
I mean, if you get lucky, you can bounce him off the stage and do an up one and like just insta kill him.
Oh, that's true. The up ones are also good. Like that's why it's just there's so many combinations with him. It's so fun. But yeah, that's my number 4.
Tight.
Not super
Stay
respectable,
lame.
but there it is.
Oh, good
Brandon,
pick.
what's your number 5? What's your number 5? Is it cooler than
4.
Pokemon
It's a
Trainer?
4.
It's
It's a
a
4.
Number 4. I'm sorry.
Dipshit.
Whatever.
Count, bitch.
It's just a number, man. Doesn't mean anything.
It does. To us.
It's the whole point of the podcast. Whatever. What's your number 4?
Well, my number 4 is gonna stay on the Pokemon train a little bit. Chipper and I, we created a bit of more of a one-sided dynamic duo in a game called Pokken on the Nintendo Switch.
Sexy.
When I say one-sided dynamic duo, it's pretty much Chipper doing all the work. Well, a good majority of the work. It's
you help. Don't
2/3.
Don't sell yourself short, buddy.
It's a 34.5. It's like a 69, but Chipper does all the work. So,
I think that's called
that
sex.
character. But that character is Pikachu Libre.
Oh.
Pikachu Libre
Oh, fuck
is
yeah.
absolutely devastating if you use him correctly.
He is.
Pikachu Libre has like 3 fucking grapples that.
Say, the man
It's
is all
so
command grabs,
hard.
and they do fuck tons of damage. It's
They're
annoying.
annoying. Yeah.
She's a
You can
luchador, of
you can
course.
combo into command grabs and then
Oh,
just
yes.
fucking keep the party train
yeah.
rolling. It's
No,
like,
like,
just melt their fucking health bars away.
And most of the time, like, when we play the game, like, we have this video game tournament, of course, we've already discussed before, but
Yeah.
usually, like, the night before or, like, early in the day, like, we'll mess around, like, do some practice rounds and stuff. And, like, pretty much, like, after a few beers, I kind of, like, refigure out all the moves that I know, which is, of course, it's, like, limited. But then, like, a lot of the combos that he does, like, end in, like, grapples. As the name, like, Libre would suggest, the guy's a fucking rustler. So
It's a girl.
Yeah.
girl. Sorry.
There's a girl.
My bad.
Check the tail.
Canonical, bionicle. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, there's a heart on that bitch.
But yeah, no. So I don't know. Anyways, like usually when we play like in the tournament, Chipper there's three Pokemon per side whenever you play a match of Pokken. Chipper always picks 2, and then I always pick the 1 being Pikachu Libre. And the Chipper kicks it off. He'll usually kill the first character, and then kind of just start getting into the second before he goes, or he'll take out the second if it's just a monster round. But if he doesn't kill the second character, my job then as Pikachu Libre is to either just wear down and eat as much health as I possibly can, or eliminate the second character and then repeat that process with the third character. Depending on how well the second character did against Chipper's first.
Which there are rounds where I'll beat the first character and kind of get the second character to the half point, and then Brennan will just finish the match out and I'll have to touch the fucking game.
Yeah, it's
Which is nice.
because Pikachu Libre his combo into a command grab is just Damage City.
Oh,
if-
God, it's horrible.
if I manage to catch you in that's like a one-way ticket to Fucksville.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're not getting out of that.
He literally has a move where you back break, but instead of just breaking their back over your back, you fucking shock their back until breaking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, a really good thing about grapplers is you don't have combos, so your like damage doesn't scale. Just one grab does like a full combo worth of damage, just instant.
Yeah, but here's the thing with most grapplers in games, they're slow characters. They're supposed to be like, oh fuck, like I'm a big guy, like I'm gonna grapple you, and everything I do is painful. Pikachu Libre is the opposite. She's super fast, and also like she has no health though. That's like the downside. Like if you get hit like 5 times, you're already past like the halfway point of dying.
Yeah.
But
it's very rare that you see like you're not gonna see Zangief busting out like 30 hit combos with command grabs and shit like or like running at you at like 100 miles an hour like that'd put the fear of God in you if that happened. But like
like Pikachu Libre has like a dash move where like if you do manage to create some distance, like all of a sudden I'm on top of you again.
Yeah.
And that's devastating. Like I said, for just being able to like wear people out. Like even if I don't kill the second character, let's say like Chipper and like the first 2 characters like really battled it out, but like Chipper like just came out on top. If the second character kills them quickly, then if I'm able to just get close, do my thing, like dash forward when you do create some space, and then all of a sudden I'm combos, fucking grabs, all sorts of shit. Maybe I can kill the second character, or worst case scenario, I've worn you down to like below 100 health.
Yeah.
To where Chipper can just clutch it the rest of the way.
The key to fighting Pikachu Libre is basically never block, zone the fuck out of him. Zone the ever-loving fuck out of him. That is how I beat you with Scizor. Just Buzzsaw City, don't touch me. And if you get in, I just have to like not reactionary block, because anytime I do that, just Suplex City, bitch. Here we go. Welcome to Suplex City. Cody, what's your number 4?
To carry on with the grapplers, my number 4 is Cerebella from Skullgirls.
Fucking Christ, I hate this.
Is that the
so many flashbacks?
It is the fist girl, the one with the hat.
Yeah, that's the sexy fist girl, as we like to call her.
Yeah, she's a circus performer who likes to stab people with daggers.
Time out. Did you call her a circus farmer?
No, circus girl. Oh.
What does that mean? What would you call her?
A circus girl.
Where the fuck did you get farmer from?
Yeah.
It sounded like farmer. I don't know why.
All these conversations about Farm Simulator today at work really got you riled up, I guess.
I think so.
That's fair. Cerebella, it fits the mold of a grappler very well. I mean, she's kind of slow. She doesn't have a good dash like everyone else in the game. But when she gets in, she just like lays the hurt down.
What do you mean she doesn't have a good dash? She can fly in the fucking air.
Hey, I'm saying on the ground. Let me get to the dash. Yeah, she does have an air dash, so yeah, that's true. So you always use that, never walk on the ground. Unless you use your charge move, where that gives you like a mix-up game, where you can go behind them and jam your fingers up their ass, or just headbutt them.
Both options, very hot.
Yeah, very hot. Her supers are pretty good. One just like good, like wide-reaching fists, like when kids do like that one thing in a fight where they spin their arms really fast, like in circles?
Boxing style. Yeah,
that's what she does for a super. She just walks towards you and lets her hat do that. That's her super. And the second one, which is like it's a projectile. She puts her hands into the ground, pulls out a diamond, and just punches at you.
It's a diamond?
Yeah.
I thought it was a boulder.
It starts as a rock, but when you punch it becomes a diamond.
Oh, that's clever.
Punch it so hard, it becomes a diamond.
Didn't know that. I know the level 3 is just a load of horse shit, and I fucking hate it.
That's a level 1,
It's not even a level
actually.
3. It's just the grab.
It's a grappler. Yeah, it's a grab super. Where she grabs you and impales you on a sword, she pulls out her, like, shoe.
Yeah, it looks cool, but it does a ludicrous amount of damage, and I can never react to it, and it just fucks me every time.
The greatest move. And
I hate it. It's so busted. I hate it.
Just never be on the ground.
Yeah, it's good strategy.
Yeah. You're right. I don't help. But yeah, Cerebella, she's an interesting character. I learned about her backstory a little bit. She lives like in a circus, and she works for the mafia as like an enforcer or something.
Why would the mafia hire people from a circus, though?
Perfect crime. You never expect a circus to kill people.
What does she do in the circus? What's her act?
Trapeze?
I think she does a lot of things. Juggling, tight wire. Tight wire?
Tightrope?
Tightrope, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I think she does like sword throwing too, like dagger throwing. Like you spin
that
the
makes
person
sense.
and you throw daggers at them.
Is that her moveset at all?
Yeah, she has daggers in her shoes. Like a lot of her like low
Oh.
like kick moves are like she stabs you with a dagger.
Oh, that's kind of lame.
It's fun.
It's like Kingsman.
Yeah. Oh, also, Cody, what game is she from? Because you totally didn't say that.
said
I did.
Girls.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
He said
Yeah,
that.
Cerebella.
I guess I'm just not paying
You
attention.
said that
I
at the beginning.
definitely didn't think you.
But
We'll just cut this part out. It's fine.
Oh, and a really cool thing about Skullgirls is like the alternate colors are always references to something else.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Like half of them are from different video games, half of them are from anime, and the other half is just original stuff. So 150% of colors.
That's kind
Yeah.
of cool.
Yeah, she has a Harley Quinn, and it's pretty dope.
There's a Captain
that's
America
lame.
one too, doesn't she?
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Arabella. I mean, Skullgirls is a great game.
It is a great game.
I really love Skullgirls. I
Super
didn't
cheap,
think I
man.
would, but I love
Hell
it.
yeah. Yeah, and I know we talked about it in depth in the last one, but
Mhm.
boy, is that just a fucking polished, quality ass game.
$2, go get it.
It really
Yeah.
is fun.
The visuals alone are worth buying that game.
Big Band is the fucking truth.
$10 if you're playing console.
But yeah, Tyler.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Go ahead, what's
number
yours,
4?
bud?
What's your number
Yeah.
4?
Boy, wouldn't you like to know?
Oh,
Actually, I would.
My number 4 is from a game that I know that Brandon and Chipper don't have a ton of experience with.
Nope.
So this is probably going to be a mainly me and Cody
Some weeby
conversation.
title.
But Cody
It's gonna be,
absolutely 100% knows where this is going. There's a little game that Cody and I first started playing in high school called
okay.
Blaze Blue.
Oh,
Oh my god.
And it's a good old weeaboo ass time. Not as weeby as the weeb
No.
game I was talking about in the last episode,
I don't
but
know.
it's up there. It's,
I mean,
it's
it's pretty
very up
weeby.
there.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Blaze Blue, might be
is like
weeby.
very top tier weeb.
Super weeb.
Super anime, super over the top. All the characters are edgelords. They're all like 130% anime.
As an anime, actually,
It has an anime adaptation.
Wait, does it really? I kind
yeah.
of want to see that.
it's
Um,
all right. It's not the greatest, but it's not trash, so that's fine.
It's all like time travel and shit, so it's complicated.
That's the story of like Blaze Blue.
yeah, they also have like very elaborate campaigns in all the games and the stories, whatever.
though.
But
Yeah.
There's
ever
a campaign?
since the beginning, when I bought the game, I looked at the roster and I saw this one character and I said, "You are significantly lamer looking than every single person in this fucking game."
Wait a
And I
second.
grew to love her and main her, and her name is Noelle.
Wait, that's who you
Christ.
picked?
Yeah.
Oh
You
wait,
didn't-
wait,
you didn't
hold
see
on,
this
wait.
coming?
Who's the fucking pool guy?
He's from Guilty Gear. He's not on my list. I don't.
Oh.
Venom from Guilty Gear almost made it as my number 10,
Okay.
but
Honorable
only
mention.
because of aesthetic. I don't play Guilty Gear. So
I
did
literally
not put
thought
that.
that's who he was from Blaze Blue. I was like, "What? You like
No,
her
no.
from Blaze
Noelle's
Blue
tight.
pool guy?"
No, yeah, Noelle is
Okay.
dope as fuck. Now, when you look at her, you're just like, oh, just generic, flat-chested anime girl
Flat
in,
chest.
in military uniform, weeaboo military uniform. You're like,
We bait.
you're with all these other characters. Like, you have an edgelord samurai dude with a demon arm and a sword that turns into a scythe. You have a mask covered in goo that can turn into like giant monstrosities. Right? You have a ninja who fights with a giant nail. You know, all of these things, and I'm like, why would anybody pick this
What?
little military girl? Yeah, just look up the roster. You'll have a fun time.
It's good time.
But Noelle has 2 pistols that she fights with. Now, they're not normal sized pistols though. The pistols are the size of her fucking body, basically. I don't know
They
if
call
she's
those
very
assault
small.
rifles.
They're- No, they're just pistols. Just look at, they're just very large pistols. And now you would think she'd be a zoner because she has these guns, right? But she's not. She is a rush down combo character, speed character, which is my forte.
I
That's what I
mix-ups.
love.
Yeah.
And watching, like performing her combos are fun, but just witnessing the spectacle of her combos is just magnificent, you know? You're just pulling out guns, styling on people, spinning them around, shooting like a million shots, point blank range, bouncing them up in the air, doing flips and shit. Like it is the most visually pleasing fighting style to watch in any fighting game ever, I think. And that is one of the big reasons that I love her so much. Yeah, just Noelle holds a very special place in my heart, and that is why she is my number 4 Yeah, no, if anything, just look up some high-level gameplay of people playing Noelle. It will be visually pleasing to your eye holes.
Yeah, so my number 3, right? That's what we're on?
Yeah, yep.
So this is kind of going to be a surprise to y'all, because I know you guys know me. Devora from Mortal Kombat X.
I'm shocked.
Ooh.
Didn't think she was gonna make it on the list.
I love her because she has so much range on her because she's a spider lady.
Yeah.
She's a bug lady, so she has like spider legs on her back, so she can like overheads and like she can roll at you and just like fuck you up with her arms and whatnot. But yeah, so I like how she's fast. She has range. She can still be technical if you want her to be, which in Mortal Kombat X, since you have 3 different variations, I chose the variation where it was like you can be technical and combo related, really like super fast combo related. And it was just really fun. Like she was like the first character in Mortal Kombat that I ever learned beside Noob Saibot in number 9. Okay, so Brendan, what's your number 3?
My number 3, we're going to stick to the MKX train.
Oh!
It's my secondary character in that game, who I still think is quick enough. He has a couple of different fighting styles, but the one I like to choose turns his hat into a saw blade.
Oh, man.
Oh, that piece of shit, boy.
I got to come up with my boy, Kung Lao.
Dude, mad respect.
Mad
I love
respect
Kung
for
Lao.
Kung
I
Lao.
love
I love Kung Lao.
He has a bunch of variations of kicks. He can
He's fast.
like he has like a pretty badass overhead kick that, please don't
The
be blocking
fucking
lows.
spin.
It's bad for your health. He has some really nice like sweeps, a bunch of like kicking combos. Like I said, his and more MKX for people that don't know, you have like 3 different fighting styles you can choose. Like how Chipper was discussing Poisonous Devora, which is straight up broken. Like no,
It's so broken. It's so bad.
so broken.
Surprisingly low tier, though.
It is
Surprisingly.
because like there's not as much tactical ability with it.
Right.
Well, that I don't think there's a lot of like exposure. Like I don't think there's like a lot of like MLG
No.
360 quickscope.
Well, it's
players.
just at
Xenomorph
higher
does it
levels,
better.
there's way more brutal stuff that you
True.
can figure out
Well,
with
no,
other variations.
yeah, because like
at our level, it fucks.
Oh yeah,
people
our,
up.
Yeah.
our level.
Our level. At
it's
like
just-
a pro level, it wasn't anything
Well,
special.
but still,
I will
Anyway.
say, like, that one move that I use where, like, I bring the bugs up from the ground with
Yeah.
Devora? So you can get a huge combo off of that where you can pretty much take them down to half health.
Yeah, that's what the other variation, right?
Which is, that's
Yeah.
the variation that was allowed in the tournament. And that's what I used
Yeah.
against Christian. I just fucked him up.
Yeah,
So-
'cause that was like the higher tier one.
what?
Yeah, that's the highest
Anyway.
tier one.
The fighting configuration that I would use for Kung Lao would turn his hat into a saw blade.
Oh, wait, which
And-
one? Was it the floating one where you can, like, put it in place in the air?
No, that was like a trap one. No, the one
Okay,
that
okay.
the one that I used, like you could throw it.
Okay, yeah.
Like there was an up throw, there was like a flat throw, and then there was a low
Yes.
throw.
Yeah.
And it was always like I always used it to like keep pressure on you. Like if
Which
I did a
is what
combo
he's-
that knocked you down, like the first thing you were getting was the fucking hat. Because then like okay, like either A, you have to waste that second, standing up and blocking, or if you're just standing up, I would hit you with it and kind of get like that little bit of a stun effect. And like in that second, your player would take a step back. I'm already on top of you, like doing something. So
Yeah.
he was always like a really good like quick rushdown guy. Plus he can teleport.
There is
Yeah.
that.
Good, yeah.
So if you are in the
Makes
stun
good
mode,
point.
he has like a pretty nice kick coming out of that. I mean, unfortunately it's knockdown, but then again, I mean, it'd be pretty bad if you could combo out of that.
Makes
Well, that's
sense
the
up
thing. He was the only one in the game where he had 2 different, like, because you could teleport and do 3 different moves. Like, you could do a high, a mid, or a low with him. No,
I
not
think
a
you
low.
can grab too.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was a high, mid, or a grab. Because, like, he had one where you could, like, karate chop them from above.
Yeah.
He had one where he could drop kick them. And then he had one where you can grab them.
Yeah. All 3 of which were badass.
Yeah, they were, like, if people... You have no idea which one's coming at you. Which was great. It was amazing.
Yeah, you just have to guess.
Yeah,
And
you
you're
gotta
just
guess.
like, well, usually the best thing to do was to stand up and block. honestly. Like, usually in fighting games, low block was the best thing you can do. But with Kung Lao, and if he teleports, you want a high block.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if he has no low options out of that, then
Yeah, there's no
Exactly.
you either
But
gotta...
because he's like teleporting out of the sky pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, he teleports above you.
It's basically a
That's-
50-50 at that point. You either have to block and hope he doesn't grab, or punch
Exactly.
him and hope he's grabbing. Like,
I mean, you can try
those
jumping
are your
back
options.
away from him.
that
What was
too.
that?
Like, you know he's doing it, you just jump back away from him. So it
Well,
mitigates your chances.
That's
Well, yeah.
optimal
It kind of
shit right there.
tracks though. It's
Okay.
like it's not like it doesn't automatically track, but like you would have to like back up twice for it to not work.
Yeah, that and you'd have
It's
to
a
be able to
situ-
like
yeah.
time it pretty well.
Either way,
But
it
that
was
comes
it was
with
hard to read as fuck.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's amazing. Like it's a fun. Like he was the hardest one to read because like Raiden or Ermac, they all had one move out of their or Cyrax or Sector. They all had one move, so you could pretty much just like, oh, I'm just gonna block low because they can't do anything. But with Kung Lao, it was fuck it. I have no idea. Like this could be the worst thing ever. Because I think I remember if you grabbed with Kung Lao, you could do a combo out of it.
You have to use like an EX version of it, or
Yeah, no, I think that's how you grabbed. If you had 3 bars with Kung Lao, pretty much they were gonna grab, and then like, you could just because it bounced them off the ground, and then you could just do combos out of it.
that's called meter burner, right? Not EX.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
meter burning.
Okay, yeah,
Mortal
Meter Bird.
Kombat.
Which
Yeah,
is
they
the
call it
same
like
thing.
enhanced move or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
just
all the
wanted to
same
make sure I got the
thing.
term. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it was difficult as fuck.
Yeah,
to,
dude.
to
Kung
detect.
Lao. Pretty much like I said, he's my secondary character. So if I'm not messing around
Yeah.
with my main, which you boys will hear about later,
Yeah.
then
Fuck your main.
dude, my main he's a title
Yeah.
character, but I don't give a fuck. He's
Another-
the man. He's won me a title, but
Another
Yeah,
thing
mine-
I like about Kung Lao is he was the poster boy for parents complaining about the brutality of the game.
I
Really?
thought that was Sub-Zero.
Him and Kung Lao, because like when Mortal Kombat X came out, the
Oh, just MKX
the trailer.
specifically.
Well, I think it was a couple of them, because like I remember MKX was the worst one, like because he threw his hat on the ground and then
Oh,
they
the
pulled
fatality.
him through
Oh,
the
yeah,
crotch.
Yeah, crotch
And then
first.
held him up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that
parents
was rough.
complained so
that-
hard about that.
he has another one where he like throws it to the ground and spins, and then he like puts his foot on their back
Yup.
Oh.
and like pushes their face into the blade and just cuts their head in half.
Yup.
Yeah, that's when like he's always had like some of the more brutal fatalities in the game, which people complain about, like parents complain about.
My favorite Liu Kang, Kung Lao. Getting ahead of myself.
That's
My favorite Kung Lao fatality in the history of time is the one. This was in Shaolin Monks. I don't know if it's in any actual
shit,
Mortal
the-
Kombat
I
games,
was gonna mention
but
that.
you had
Talking
two
about-
variations of it where it was like a rabbit in a hat. So he would like walk up to the enemy, you'd pull a rabbit out of your hat, and they'd get all like infatuated with the rabbit. And there were 2 options. One variation of it, the rabbit would eat through their face, like Monty Python style, and that's fun. But the one that I liked is you grabbed the rabbit by the ears and just beat the person in the face with the rabbit until they died.
Brutal way
That was
to go.
Peter's
Brutal.
It
favorite.
was so funny.
Peter loved that shit.
Peter ate that up for sure.
Peter watched that shit on loop.
Just like,
Fucking
yeah.
weeks.
I can't believe he's doing this.
It's
Yeah, no,
like
Mortal
the Filthy
Kombat's
Frank
always
video where he
been.
puts the gerbil in the sock.
Oh god.
Gets it off the wall.
Look at life
It's the
hacks.
same thing.
Yeah, I've always respected Kung Lao as a character in Mortal Kombat. I love him.
He's always
Like
been
the
legit.
hat shit's so cool, especially in the newer ones where like he can do way more technical shit with it. It's cool as fuck.
Yeah, he's always been one of my
Oh yeah,
favorites.
dude. My number 3 pick, my boy, Kung Lao.
Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Cody.
Alright, Cody.
All right. I would hate to be a combo breaker now, so I won't. My number 3 is Reptile from Mortal Kombat.
Damn, reptile.
Respect. I love your reptile, Cody.
Last
so
of the
much.
Raptor race. I think that's his race, isn't it, Chipper? The reptile.
Isn't that the
Raptor?
thing from Rugrats?
No, Raptor.
No, it is Raptor or something like that.
Yeah, he's the last of his kind until
He's
you
the
know.
only one.
Yeah, the original Green Ninja.
Until Mortal Kombat X, where he resurrect, like something. It's
Ah,
weird.
that's not
It's
canon. Who cares? It's not
No,
canon.
it is canon, but it is. It's weird.
But
He
yeah,
just brings them all back.
Reptile's just a really fast, nimble character. Really fast, does a lot of mix-ups, high-lows, decent combos, and in MKX, his variations are pretty neat. I mean, one's
he's
trash,
so
but
rad.
two of them are pretty cool.
Are you talking about the one the acid cloud is trash?
No. I kind of like Acid Cloud. I don't like the invisibility one. I mean,
Oh yeah, no. Oh, I thought those were the same ones. Yeah, no. Invisibility is definitely the worst one
You can EX
because you can
version
see
it.
him the whole
Yeah,
time.
but you have the EX version, like meter burn it to make it completely invisible. But then you don't know where you're at,
Yeah, it's just
so it just fucks both of you over. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, this is
Kind
helpful.
of.
But yeah, his nimble one's pretty good because you can slow down time and just get insane combos.
yeah, he's just Flash from Injustice,
Pretty much.
but can shoot acid
But
boogers.
like way more badass.
Yeah.
I mean, did he come out in MKX first before Flash?
Oh, he did. I'm just saying that.
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
The
concept's
time
the same.
slowdown thing is like the same concept.
That and like your reptile fucking gives me problems.
He gives me nightmares.
Oh my god.
Like reptile's a problem in MKX. Like you said, like he's super quick, the nimble ability.
Good
There's
mix-ups.
plenty of times. There's plenty of times you caught my ass just floating in midair, and like, what can I do?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, Tyler.
Tyler.
Cool.
What's your number
I'm gonna hop off the MK train for a bit.
Oh, man.
I know. There's another fucking train car in the station, locked and loaded.
Oh, yeah, it's just
immediately
right
after
there.
I'm done
It's
talking
coming
about
up.
mine, but for now, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna go to the opposite end of the spectrum. We're gonna talk a little bit about Marvel, guys. Marvel Infinite,
What?
a game that triggers people more than it brings people together, and for the right reasons. But while that game may be an absolute pile of shit in a lot of regards, in one area, it is a just absolute goldmine, and that is gameplay, mechanics.
Yes, it's really good.
And there is one character that allows me personally to use said mechanics to just absolutely break people, to break their mind, their spirit, and their body.
I usually just put the controller. down.
Most
Yeah.
people do. Now, granted, I'm not going to be a high-level player. You know,
You are.
Chris G would fuck me up.
Who
But as
fucking
far
cares
as our
about this shit?
friend group goes, I am God with Sigma
I hate
from
Christ.
Marvel Infinite.
So cocky. and
Never in my
yeah, so
life
true.
had I had a character where I could just fuck people sideways and have so much fun doing it too. He has so many tools that are so fucking good. It's just, the game is just a playground. You can fucking whip your sword, make tears in the dimension that stay on the screen and deal damage. You can OTG with them. You can knock people out of the air. You can do whatever the fuck you want. So you can use it for absolute zone control, combo extensions, all that stuff. And that's only one of his moves. And you can do that in any direction you want. You can do it on the ground, in the air, like far away from you, close up. You got options, right? Got lots of options. And then there's other moves you can like hit people into the air, knock them back down, ram them into a wall. He has teleports.
Nightmare.
Which it's a
character.
teleport counter, which is why I don't use it very often. If you hit him, he'll teleport behind you and smack you in the head with his sword, and then you just go to Combo City. He has like a command grab, which sucks, but it's there. A lot of options. He has like really good utility super. He's got a projectile and one where he slashes you 1,000 times. And I love him. I love Mega Man X as a franchise in general, so I'm just really happy I ended up being good with the main villain from Mega Man X. That just made me really happy. But yeah, man, dude is busted and I love it. I would spend so much time in the lab just figuring out how to optimize my combos. And I figured out, as all of you know, I figured out some dirty shit with him and Venom. Venom is not on my list though, because Venom is my support to make Sigma shine even brighter than he already does on his own.
Dude, your Venom fucking broken it.
I know.
I say Venom is the weaker of the two, but yeah,
he is the weaker of the
really
two.
good support.
Yeah, he makes Sigma's bald ass head shine even brighter in the daylight.
Buffs that shit.
Yeah, dude, Sigma fucks. Sigma fucks.
Big time.
Y'all have been on the receiving end of my Sigma, and none of you have had a good time, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I have not had a good time ever.
I am fully confident that if we keep Marvel Infinite in the tournament in the future, I will never lose. I will say that with 100%.
Are you sure about that, Tyler?
I'm positive about that.
Okay. All right.
That sounds a challenge.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was going to have a challenge last year, and
No,
we know how that turned out. So.
Well, okay, cool. Well, you reap what you sow.
Cody's been practicing.
No, Cody, actually, you did really good last year.
I,
You made like a ton of progress, but yeah, Sigma's a wall.
he's
very hard
he's
to
such
take
a wall.
Down.
Yeah, he's a brick
He's
shit
a wall.
house.
He's just fucking. He looks like
He just has
Buzz
armor on
Lightyear wearing Woody's
everything.
boots. I'm just gonna throw that
He
out
does. He definitely does.
there.
It's the
Sorry,
most
take a
accurate
swing there.
description of it.
Oh man. Also, they disrespected my boy though. In the game, if you use his normal costume, his costume where he looks like Buzz Lightyear mixed with Woody, if you use that costume and you use any color palette other than the default one, they didn't fucking color his tongue.
Really?
That shows you the fucking goddamn lack of quality in this game that made people not buy it and collapse.
You think it was just that? That's it?
No, there's a lot of things, but I'm saying
Okay.
like you can't fucking make a game with last gen graphics and not even color a dude's fucking tongue on 3 of his 4 color variations. Like, get your shit together, Capcom. Jesus.
Get your
Wow.
shit together.
God, but that game is so
Jesus.
fun though. That's like
Fucking weeb.
jerking off, but as a video game.
Yeah, Tyler spilled more seed to that than Michael J.
Oh,
Fox
yeah.
carrying a bird feeder.
There's not many things in life that give me a dopamine release, but Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite gameplay specifically, that'll do it.
Damn, Sigma busted as fuck.
Yup.
More like schmegma.
Him right.
Good joke.
Oh.
Good joke. Best joke.
Wow, alright.
That's a joke.
That's a joke.
Anyway, Chipper, you want to tell us about your next Mortal Kombat character?
Shit. It is Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Yeah, I know
man.
it is. I know what your number 1 and 2 are.
Alright. So, Mortal Kombat. We're going back to it. This is my favorite game series other than another one. Noob Saibot.
Oh man, the Edge Lord himself.
Mortal Kombat 9, though.
Yes.
We're going back to Mortal Kombat 9 Noob
The
Saibot.
shadow guy is fucking broken.
Yup.
Oh my god, where he was just god tier monster.
Yeah.
So I love him.
Who just fucking flipped over in their
He
chair?
just kicked over a dead body or something. Like
I moved my chair up and down.
Oh.
There's it.
it's like a thud.
Yeah.
Like something
I was
hit
so
the ground.
excited. That's all. But yeah, so Noob Saibot in Mortal Kombat 9 is my favorite Noob Saibot because, so nostalgia wise, when this game came out, I had like 9 friends over at one time, and they would all try to beat me, and it never worked. I would just play Noob Saibot for hours. And it was so fun for me because Noob Saibot was a piece of shit. Where, oh, are you gonna jump in the air at me? That's okay. I'll throw a shadow in the air and grab you and throw you to the ground. Are you gonna rush at me? That's okay. I'll throw a shadow that's gonna tackle you. Are you gonna block high? I'm gonna throw a shadow that's gonna slide across the ground all the way across the fucking screen.
That was for days.
It just went all the way across the screen. He had full everything, like full screen everything. It was amazing. He literally had 2 full screen grabs. One of them was a teleport,
Oh, of course.
which
Super unsafe
could,
on block though.
huh?
It's super unsafe on block. If you block that,
Oh yeah, it's super unsafe to block.
But it
Like
looks
if
so
you
good.
get blocked.
yeah.
But luckily in high school nobody knew how to fight me with that. So like,
Yeah,
because
that's
I
the
would just
feeling.
like, I would just throw them. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna throw one in the air. They'd be like, oh, he's just gonna keep throwing that in the air. And as soon as they start running at me, I'd tackle them with my shadow clone. I'm like, all right, cool, that's fine. And then like, oh fuck, he's just gonna tackle me with the shadow clone and block high. And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna tackle you with my my low block or my low clone, and he would just slide across the screen and kick you. And then I would just teleport and grab you with my and just like EX it or whatever, where it's like burn it. What were those
Meter
called?
burn?
Meter burn.
Yeah, I would just meter burn it.
I
And
just
like,
burn it up, dude. Yeah, fucking shadows, little slides, man.
But yeah, so
Did you just fucking evolve? Like, what was that?
that was me burning it, bro. What are you fucking talking about? But yeah, it was so horrible to fight me, and there would be people who were just like, yeah, I'm gonna
take a pass.
Yeah, most people would try to take a pass, but there'd be someone brave enough to be like, I think I can take you this time. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, we can just quit this game. We're done. We're done. You don't have to play me. No, I can fucking do it, bro. Okay, well. And then they would just die, just constantly. Like, I think I went on a streak of like 3 hours. I was like, we don't have to play this game anymore.
No,
Wow, wasting people's time.
Yeah, it was pretty much wasting everybody's time.
I think it was voluntary.
Yeah,
They were like signing up.
All your friends are fucking masochistic.
No, well, here's
I
the thing.
understand that feeling. Like you're getting determined to beat the person who's beating your ass all night. It's like, I can do it. I'm figuring this out. It's like, no, you're not. Dude, come on, dude.
Cody, it's like that night that I beat you fucking 30 times in a row at Tekken and you yelled at me.
Well, yeah, that happens if you're bad at if I'm bad at a game. It feels bad to lose
I know.
30 times in a row. I can get one. It's a victory. Please, just one.
It's just pride.
Yeah.
Keeps you locked in.
Yeah, so that's my number 2.
Very nice.
Cool.
Brennan.
Jeez, yeah, thanks for foaming all over the fucking mic.
Number 4.
Jesus.
That was awesome. So, I got some beer on the Plosion stopper.
The Plosion popper? Oh,
the Plosion stopper.
Yeah, the pop filter.
Pop filter.
Yeah.
There you go.
I didn't know the actual technical
It's
term.
close. Plosion's
So-
an actual thing, so I
Yeah, I remember Tyler told me about it.
Yeah.
Plosion.
Plosives. So you didn't hear that because
There's
the pop filter.
plosives and
That's some plosives. Well, I'm gonna ignite some plosives with my second pick.
Oh, yeah?
Now
Your second pick,
it's
baby.
it's not the Mortal Kombat train,
boo.
Yay.
but it's from a very, very similar universe.
Ooh.
Shrek
No.
Super Slam.
Of course, it's Shrek from Shrek Super Slam. But,
Of course.
now, NetherRealm also makes another fighting game called Injustice.
Ooh.
And Injustice 2, of course, the game's like 2.5 years old or whatever.
Mhm.
And I still haven't fully mastered this character, but I just think their concept is super fucking neat. And apparently, in the competitive world, he's super fucking good. So, my number 2 pick, Swamp Thing.
Swamp
That thing.
I thought you were going to go
Oh, I hate
Make your
Atrocitus.
Swamp
heart sing.
I thought about it, but like, Atrocitus is like, he's too counterable.
Fair. Okay.
Like he.
I hate-
What's up?
I said I hate your Swamp Thing. The first time you made me play your Swamp Thing, I was like, I don't know what to fucking do.
I forgot about a Swamp Thing, but now that we're talking about it again, the memories are coming back.
Yeah.
I blocked them
It
out,
hurts.
but they're coming back.
He's really good at. He can attack you from different angles. Or like he's not really like a cross-up guy. Like he doesn't really have a lot of combos to where, like he's challenging you in all 3 directions, like overhead, mid, and low. But he has moves that attack all 3, or like different moves that
Let's not
And-
forget he can fly,
Yeah, he can float,
which is fucking bullshit.
I mean, he's that like his aesthetic. Like I don't know, he does a lot
Definitely
of
looks
damage.
cool as fuck.
Like he's like there's nothing else like him, and I just think it's pretty neat that DC and NetherRealm managed to include a character that's not super popular, but definitely made a badass fucking fighting character with him. And I love him.
He's rad as fuck.
I still haven't fully mastered him. Like I've been watching like tutorials on like YouTube and stuff, and I'm like, whoa, there's like shit I never even like thought of.
Yeah, some
Hey,
of
if
his
you ever want
combos
to
are
practice, I'm all
nasty.
up for it.
What's up?
If you ever want to practice it, I'm always up for it.
Do you have Injustice 2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, fuck yeah, dude. Let's hop online sometime.
I have it too. 3-way training.
Well, fuck,
session.
dude. Let's hop on Swamp Thing. But yeah, my number 2 pick, my boy, Injustice 2, Swamp
Thanks,
Thing.
Swamp.
Respect. He's a fun ass character.
Bad
Very nice.
motherfucker.
Cody, what's your number 2?
Slap it up, kid.
My number 2 is the embodiment of evil, the king of the Gerudo.
Evil.
Oh,
You know, the good old Ganondorf Dragmire
Oh, shit.
from all the Smash games. Well, you know, from Melee and upwards.
I hate you.
I love Ganondorf. He's such a cool guy.
You
He
do.
gets his sword now too. In Ultimate,
Alright.
gets his
Smash Bros.
sword.
6.
Oh yeah, he's way more overpowered.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
I love him. Just a slow, tanky character, easy to combo, but if he hits you, you're gonna feel that. He hits
But
you
to be
dead.
fair,
I
you
still
are
feel
just
it from
good
the last
overall.
time you hit me with Ganondorf. The pain never leaves me.
I just remember that one time I managed to like destroy Cody with Bowser.
Oh, yeah.
That
That was a fucking
awesome,
unicorn
dude.
of a situation right there.
Oh
That's never
yeah, I
happened
mean that
again.
has never happened since, and it probably never will. But I just remember because like Cody almost killed me.
Yeah.
Like I was literally like as high as you could get without like being like out,
Yeah.
and just dropped the fucking power bomb. from
Oh,
the sky.
yeah, I remember that. It was
It was
just
dope.
legendary.
It's dope. But Ganondorf's a beast. Tell us why, Cody.
Just powerful smash attacks, quick jabs. His command grab lets you get up a low tilt. Is that when you're down tilt? Yeah, I think so.
Boy,
That
do I not
combo,
know
you
what
don't
tilt
roll.
means.
What the fuck is tilt?
I
He's
think
using
it's just your down
specials
A.
on us.
Yeah, okay, sorry. It's your down A. It's like his low kick. Like that combos with his like warlock grab or whatever. If you don't roll out of it, you're gonna get hit, and you can deal with like your match. Free damage right there.
Yeah, free damage.
He doesn't have super long combos, but his combos, like if you get a combo off him, he's like 30% easy.
30%
don't like that.
easy. He's pretty easy. You're really good with him. I
I mean, his
can't
biggest
say he's
flaw
an easy
is-
character.
His
I
biggest
will
flaw
say
is he's
he's
heavy,
good.
so anyone's like really fast and like has combo potential, like Pikachu or Pichu, you're just gonna wreck him because he can't. And his recovery's trash too. It's his up B is really short.
So Cody, I gotta say, like when you and Dan, because Dan is this other person that is amazing at Smash Bros.
Oh, yeah.
When you and Dan were synchronizing doing fucking abilities on us,
Yeah,
it was. I was like, I don't like this, but it's really cool to watch.
it's fun.
It's really cool to be a part of. Just like watch them smash us into the fucking ground.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I
Synchronized
hate this
ass
game.
beating.
Fucking
It was.
grind us into powder.
It
Team
was
Smash
so
can be really
hard.
fun to watch. Yeah,
Oh, my
But
God.
like, I respect your characters. Like, you guys are so good at them.
Yeah, I mean,
It
I'm,
just, like, it
I'm
scared the
hot,
fuck out of me.
smoldering dog shit at any Smash Bros. title,
Same.
and just getting just catching the utmost disrespect from Cody and Dan is almost a sight to behold.
Yeah. It's like you can't even really get mad because it's like
Because it's
you're
so
kind of watching
good.
you're kind of watching art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's like-
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's like watching Kobe and Shaq back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unstoppable, just
It's like
force.
he is Shaq and I am the ball and I am just
I'm
getting
getting
slam
fucking
dunked.
dunked with.
Yeah.
you can't mention Ganondorf without his meteor, his double down stomp. The last thing I'll say about Ganondorf is if you have a sword, I'll probably like you in a fighting game. So, like, half of my people on my list have swords. That's probably a reason they're on the list.
I do
It's
think
true.
his sword in Ultimate is amazing. It's so cool.
This has a lot of reach. It makes him a good character. Well,
It
better.
makes him way better, for sure.
Yeah, better.
And he was already good, in my opinion. Like,
Better
he
than
does so
punching.
much damage. But, yeah, so, Tyler, what's your number 2?
Oh,
What's
okay.
number 2? God damn it!
Well, I'm about to take you back to a time
Uh-oh.
where I was the king
Where are we going?
of another game. A time where I was virtually uncontested
Jesus.
at Soul Calibur 5.
Did Cody catch up to you in this?
Now I know you already know
Yeah.
who it is. A character that has become synonymous with my reign of victory.
Mm.
A character that just goes
Oh, I
hand in
know it.
hand with me. A character that is bound to my very soul.
Yep.
Natsu from Soul Calibur 5.
Oh.
Taki student.
Oh yeah. No, Natsu is when I think fighting games, Natsu is the first character that pops into my head because boy, did we have a good run together, me and Natsu.
I wish I had that
she
game.
was the replacement for Taki in Soul Calibur 5 because they outsourced all of the character spots to younger, newer characters to fill the
And they're
the
all
roles.
better.
Yeah.
Mm.
Not all
Every
better,
single-
but
no,
I
all
liked
better.
I liked some of them. Like Natsu, because main thing, bomb
Natsu's crazy.
combos. We all know why I fucked so hard with
Yeah,
Natsu.
yeah,
It's 'cause
yeah.
bomb
We
combos. I
know,
would
we
get
know.
off like 50% damage,
Damn.
single combos. I
Bullshit
trained very
damage.
hard to
50,
be good with her.
75.
Very hard.
Natsu fucks.
Yeah. Also, this is a game where Soul Calibur 5 was one of my favorite fighting games ever. I logged several hundred hours into that game, and it took a while until I discovered the wonderment that was Natsu. I mained 3 characters before I even got to Natsu, but once I was there, and once I realized the potential, bound for life. Never looked back. Yeah. When I think of like a character that I have a main of in any game, any
It's
franchise,
Natsu.
any genre, the one that pops into my head first is Natsu. I have never mained anybody so hard than Natsu. And everyone has been on the receiving end of my Natsu, and everyone has had a terrible time. Cody can deal with it sometimes.
I
The
need
rest
the
of you
game.
cannot.
I need to
No.
practice more. It's really,
Yeah.
like oppressive. I have to admit, like your Natsu is delicious.
That is the highest tier compliment I've ever gotten in my life.
That is the utmost praise. I
Holy
love it.
shit. Yeah, dude, like, there's not many fighting games that I could go online and just give people the business.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur 5, I would give people the business. Like, I would get kicked out of lobbies for winning too much. It's not even a joke.
It's
Too much
not.
good competitive, bro.
There was no competitive scenes for Soul Calibur 5. It killed the franchise.
That's a
People did
bummer.
not like it, but I liked it and I played it a lot. And yeah, I disrespected people with Natsu. Like, if there was ever a character in a game that I thought I could go pro with, it was Natsu for Soul Calibur 5. Like, primo. And I had like that you could do some like really like dirty shit with her too. Like, she had an EX move, like an EX throw, that you would like pick them up and like flip around and then like slam them on the ground, right? And it would do like a fuck ton of damage. But if you did it against the edge of the ring, you would take them, you would flip them over, and then you would just give them a ring out. So it was an automatic win. All you had to do is like have a little bit of meter and grab them by the edge of the ring, and you instantly won. Now, granted, if you know about this, it's really easy to not get hit by that. But like against newcomers who didn't know anything about it, it was super fun to
The noob
just,
stopper.
you know, lure them over to the edge of the stadium, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna kick this dude off. He's chilling over there by the edge of the ring. I'm gonna get one up on him." And then they would come over and immediately get just bitch tossed off the side of the ring.
There were also times where he would kick himself off the edge too.
There were times where
Risk
my
reward.
flippy thing, because Natsu's a very mobile character. You know, she had a
It's
lot
a
of
science.
her basically. My whole strategy with her is flip around constantly. And there were a lot of times where that backfired, and I would flip into the sky and do my nosedive over top of the character I was trying to hit and off a cliff. There were drawbacks. There were definitely drawbacks.
Yeah,
But
as with most things.
yeah, Natsu just holds a uncontested spot in my heart for characters.
Mhm.
But I couldn't make her my number one just because she's only in one game. And while that game and that run was, as Cody said, delicious, there is another character that is a franchise-long character that holds a little bit more of a spot for me. And we'll get there after
I'm
we go
excited.
through everyone else's picks.
Damn,
For number
Chipper. What the fuck is good?
All
What is
right.
your number one?
So my number one is Garchomp from Pokken,
Yup.
baby.
Fuck yeah.
Oh god, undefeated, the champ,
Back
the
to
man.
back, baby.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
he's
Look,
even
we
one of
took
my
some
favorite
matches,
Pokemon.
though. It's not like we never beat. It's not like we never beat your Garchomp. Just like we didn't get the W in the end. You know.
Just say
Oh,
yes. You guys have taken a round on my Garchomp, but overall, oh boy, my Garchomp is destruction on Earth. Just like if the devil came raining down, that would be Garchomp.
What the fuck?
Dude, Garchomp's a walking apocalypse.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is the most accurate
Because
sentence
here's
ever
the
spoken.
thing with Garchomp, he has range moves. He is a character that has such a high health and such a damage output. Why does he fucking deserve range moves, who fucking knows? They gave it to him, and guess what? Those range moves, they do a lot of damage too.
That's not myself.
He's like, nope.
What was that? What was that, Cody?
He's
Don't worry
back
about it.
checking you, boy.
You're fast check. They do a good amount of damage, because here's the thing. They might not do a
you
shit ton
drunk?
of damage. I am. But they might not do a shit ton of damage, but guess what? His range moves knock you up into the air where you can do a lot of damage. You can do combos off of that shit. I've tested all this stuff. Because, like, he has this move where he throws a tornado. He throws a motherfucking tornado
Twister.
at your face.
Yeah.
And guess what? That tornado keeps you in the air so that you can rush at them and hit them to the ground and change stances. Which is like, you know, in Pokken, there's the 3D realm, or I don't know what the fucking it calls it. What is that called?
It's
Anybody?
it's field phase and dual phase.
Yeah, field
Yeah.
phase. So, like, you can keep them in the air for field phase, but you can rush at them to change phases instantly. And Garchomp will fuck you up because he has a lot of moves where he can, like, slash you with his fucking razor blade arms and just, like, knock you into phases. Like, he has a lot of moves that just keeps you going through phases, and it's so fucking insane.
Nope.
Yeah.
Cody.
Oh,
Or
What?
Brennan, I'm sorry. I almost skipped
Yeah, it
you.
is Brennan.
Brennan, tell us about your Mortal Kombat boy.
I was gonna say, don't be fucking around on me like that. My number one pick. Of course, disclaimer: Chipper was not involved in this tournament,
Nope.
so I don't know if I would be the true champion. But in
We'll see.
2017, we had our fighting championship, fighting game championships, and this character brought me an undefeated 3-0 sweep of the championship. Prior 2 rounds, undefeated 2-0 sweeps. Didn't lose a single round the entire tournament.
Yup.
And the beatdowns were absolutely merciless.
They
Like,
were really rough to
I-
watch. It
like,
was like watching a kid get beat up by an
After-
adult.
yeah, like after I got done, I felt dirty. Like I had to take a
Nah,
shower.
this is good.
But man, he's fucking nasty. My number one, Liu Kang from MKX.
The
Yup.
Shaolin monk himself.
Yup.
He is, like Chipper said before, my guy does a lot of everything moves. Predominantly, he's a kick guy, but he cross-ups in his combos. In one of his fight styles, he can teleport. You know, usually I don't use that. Usually I use where his, like, fire moves and, you know, some of his punches and kicks have a little more power to them. But just, like, the first time I ever played him, because, like, I always tried to play as, like, I was a big fan of Raiden. He was my guy for a while. And then, like, I started feeling like I was, like, super slow. But I tried out Liu Kang, and holy shit. Holy, he just doesn't give you any sort of, like, chance to breathe.
Yeah.
He throws fireballs at you, like the same thing with with Kung Lao and the saw blade hat. I would usually use it like when a player was getting up,
Mhm.
or just like as a decent like poke in order to like just always keep pressure on you.
Yeah.
It was effective, and like I've seen people on like one time I looked up on YouTube just because I wanted to see how nasty people could get with Liu Kang, and there is an 85% combo with Liu Kang
That sounds
on
about right.
YouTube.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And like if I just like I catch myself a lot of times when I'm playing as him, I button mash a lot because like he has combos. Like his main combo, like his forward circle combo, pretty much is like a couple. It's like a low kick. Oh shit, a low kick, and then like 3 straight high kicks. So it does like a little cross up, but instead of like if I didn't button mash it, like if I just hit it 3 times, like 1 low kick and 2 high, I could literally like your dude's stunned, so then I could just like do whatever off of that. You know, like,
Yeah.
like that's usually how the combo starts.
Yeah.
Whenever people get like 40%, 50% damage with one combo.
Yeah.
But my problem with him, I button mash too much, so I don't get to do a lot of cool shit. and his bicycle kick with an enhancement while you're in midair
Oh my
is
God.
fucking sick. Like, you can bicycle kick like Bruce Lee style. I'm just kicking the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Hit the R2, get the enhancement. Next thing you know, I do a front flip kick. You
Yes.
bounce off the ground. If I'm quick enough, I can catch you and do some more shit.
Liu Kang, or was it Kung Lao? No, it's
Liu
Liu Kang,
Kang.
right?
Liu
Yeah.
Kang.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kung Lao's earlier.
Yeah, Liu Kang is insane. Like, he's always been the character of the game, like the main
He's the
character.
chosen one.
Character of the game. He has always been the character of the game.
The game.
The main
Chosen one.
character,
Yeah.
motherfuckers. The main character. But, like, in MKX, they made him, like, we're gonna give him an ultimate combo where, like, halfway through, if you don't block up or block down, I always forget which one it is, that he will just crush you. Because, like, I learned that combo, and you did it on me, Brendan, and I was not happy that you landed on me with my Devora. Because, like, the first time we faced off, because I remember, like, that was after the tournament that you guys did. It was, like, a couple months after. I was like, oh, Brendan can't be that good. And then, like, you landed that fucking shit on me. I was like, oh, he fucking knows the combo. Like, he knows that shit. I was like, fuck. And you beat me that round. I was like, I'm not letting that happen again. And, like, we just went back and forth for, like, hours. I was like, oh my God, Brendan's, like, actually really good at this game.
Yeah, Brennan's Liu Kang is scary as shit. Watching that tournament was like watching a grown man go into an elementary school and just beat the shit out of every child in the classroom and walking out.
It was my number one MKX, my fucking dude, Liu Kang.
Liu Kang. All right, Cody.
Oh,
What is your number one pick? I have a feeling I know what it is.
You know my pick, Tyler. It's
Can I guess the franchise?
you can guess the franchise.
I'm gonna say it's Blaze Blue.
It's Blaze Blue.
Oh, it is Blaze Blue.
Oh,
I know
my-
where this is going. Back
my
to
number
fucking college
one.
nightmares.
Weed
It's-
trash.
Susanoo.
Oh yeah,
The god
really?
of
It's
justice.
Susanoo?
Yeah.
I figured it'd be Hakumen.
I like Hakumen, but Susanoo's just the best. Like, he's my favorite fighting game character ever.
Damn.
He might not be top tier because of one little flaw, but he's so good when he gets running.
Oh
He
yeah.
has a little thing called, like, seals, where, like,
Mhm.
all this, like, special moves are hidden behind these seals, which you activate by doing a D move.
Yeah.
If you hit the person with a D move, it unlocks the seal you're on. Every hit you do moves the seal, like, bar over one until it gets to a certain thing, and you do a D move to unlock that specific special move.
Yeah, I remember the first time you showed that to me, I was like, this is the most complicated thing ever.
It is,
But
super
then, like, if you
complicated.
unlock all the moves, it makes your
It makes you a
super move
god.
do like just truckloads of damage.
It goes through each of the like special moves. It like ends a sequence in your special, like your ultra,
Yeah,
and then it like ends it off with like a giant like mouth beam.
it is the craziest looking thing ever. And I will say, like, Susanoo in general is just one of
He's
the
a flashy
coolest
character.
designs
Yeah,
for a character that's like ever been made. It's because he's basically just Hakumen, who's like a samurai guy, but turned into like this crazy demon looking thing.
fun fact: the power armor Hakumen uses it originally belonged to a character called Yuki Terumi, which is another character in Blaze Blue. It's
Yup.
his suit, and that's why he's so good in it. He transforms into his god form.
Yup.
Susanoo.
All the fucking deep lore, because Hakumen is actually Jin inside
From the
of
future in a
Terumi's
different
armor. But when
timeline.
Terumi takes it back, he becomes Susanoo.
Yeah.
Or Susan, as I like to call him.
I like to call him Susan too.
Yeah. Dude, that character is scary. Like,
His
I don't...
combo game is insane.
I know.
If
And you put in a lot of time with him, too, because it's tough to beat him now when you play as him. I used to be pretty even tier with my Noel, but you have far surpassed that. You can just destroy people with Susanoo.
I mean, he's the god of destruction. I should be, living up to that name.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Just, I don't even know what to like. There's so much you can say about him. He has a sword that's made of energy coming from his body.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
he
he
harnesses
does.
the energy coming off of him into a sword that uses just the people.
It's basically like a lightsaber if the handle was also made of a laser.
And then Blaze Blue, there's a thing called like when you're in the last round of the a match and like your enemy is like low health, they have a thing called an Astral Heat.
Yep.
It's an instant kill move if it lands on the person. And
Yeah.
fucking Haku. Susanoo's is just like he grabs you, knocks you on the ground, pulls out his sword, and just slashes you into infinity. It's a 99999 hit combo.
Yeah, it's the fucking dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I love it.
After it's over, the world is just left in destruction, burning flames ever, a desolate wasteland.
He's literally just like ultimate edgelord. Like
He's
is
the
like
yeah.
if they made like a fucking if there was like a metal album for like anime, he would just be like the fucking cover art. Like the dude is just metal as fuck.
Hype. God,
It's so dumb and I love it.
Such an asshole.
Oh my god. He is also another character where like watching him fight is just very visually pleasing. Like he has a lot of really cool animations. He's got like green fire shooting out of his body and stuff. And yeah, he's just a cool time.
Do a combo, drive him across the whole stage, launch him in the air, do a couple more combos, do a spit like a hedgehog down to the ground, bounce him up, do your super. It's like
the Sonic spin dash thing is like my favorite move.
It's so
He
good.
just jumps in the air and spins in a ball. Like, oh,
Level 2 of
so
that
good.
launches you back up to do more combo.
yup.
And
And let me tell you, getting hit by this stuff is not fun because I'm not good at the game, so I just kind of panic,
What's it
which
called?
just makes everything way worse.
The overdrive. Yeah, overdrive is a form where you have to like waste. I don't know what it's called. What's that thing called? It's overdrive to like activate it, but I don't know. You go into a alternate form for every character. For him, if you waste like half your bar, you can unlock all your bars for free.
Which is cheap as fuck.
I mean, yeah.
So you basically just get access to an insta kill like immediately. Yeah, no, I respect your pick. I kind of forgot about Susan. I thought it was gonna be Hakumen.
I mean, he just better.
I at least
Hakumen.
thought Hakumen would make it on your list.
I put one character from each of the games. If I
that's
could have
right,
two, I would
yeah.
put Hakumen probably up around 7. To wrap up with Susan, there's 2 more things. If you want to hear good music, go look at Blaze Blue soundtrack. All the characters like music. Well, I would say all. 75% of them are all really good songs, and Susan's is a banger.
Banger.
Yeah, those anime games do know how to make some banging tracks to
gnarly
fight to.
tunes.
All right, well, I'm gonna close it out because this has been a long one.
Damn.
So I think all of you can probably figure out who my number one is just based on the fact that it's the one character I haven't talked about yet. So I'll give you one guess. I'll let you guess, Cody.
I need the
Tenzin is
game
a
first. I'm
Loki
bad at guessing.
All right, well, yeah. So there's a game called Tekken. I've talked about it multiple times, and I love so many different Tekken characters. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, there's one character that has stuck out from the rest of them
Yeah, Penny.
and has stuck with me personally throughout all of the installments that she has been in, and that is Aliska Bosconovich, the anime robot waifu with chainsaw hands. Because in a game full of semi-realistic, well, hyper-realistic fighting styles and some animals, why would you not want to play as a Japanese sex robot with chainsaw hands?
Exactly. I grow to love her.
Alisa is awesome. Just
She is
from
pretty.
I will say I tend to gravitate toward waifu characters sometimes just because I'm like, you know, I'm a guy and sometimes I like looking at something while I beat people up, you know? But Alisa originally drew me to her because, like I said, it's not all the time that you're going to get a fucking like cyborg robot chick in a game like Tekken. And her moveset is just bonkers because it's not based on a real fighting style like everyone else. She just does crazy shit. She's got like booster rockets, wings that pop out of her body. You can fly in, just do stupid mix-ups, shoot your fists off like rockets if you want to. You got the chainsaw hands, which is a whole other stance with new moves. And yeah, Alisa has just been my main in Tekken for so long. And I think she just has a really neat design, really neat play style. And I do slam some people around with her. I know
It's
y'all
impressive.
can attest to that.
Yeah.
I am,
Yeah.
as far as tournament history goes, I am undefeated in every Tekken we've ever had in any tournament. I really like flashy characters And you can't really get much flashier in Tekken than Elisa when you're like jet engine boosting across the map and like flinging people in the air and doing flips. Like a lot of her moves are just really cool looking too. Like she has like a low trip move, which I use a lot of the time, where she'll just like flip her body sideways and then spin around on her rocket engines to trip you and then kick you into the air, fly up in the air, and then knock you back down to get a ground bounce. Like, it's just super, super cool looking. Yeah. But I had to put her over Natsu because Elisa has better design, and because Elisa, I have played in more games, and Elisa is a staple character at this point. Natsu's never coming back to Soul Calibur. Like, ever. They will never bring her back.
Because I know your Natsu is freaking great.
Yeah, like I could play Taki if I wanted to, but it's just not the same. Yeah, so Elisa has stuck with me through multiple games. I will always play her in every Tekken that she is in. When Tekken 8 comes out, you can bet your biscuits that I will be maining Elisa off of launch day, and I will probably never switch off. She's too good.
Though.
They won't cut her. There's no way.
That's true, yeah.
There's no way. And I know that, Cody's had some bad times fighting my Elisa. I take pride in that.
Some bad times? Like, we've all had bad times fighting your fucking...
Yeah, but I take pride in being able to beat Cody at something. Like, I got a double perfect on you at the tournament last year. I was so proud of myself.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. I don't like it.
I was an asshole about it, but I mean, I was feeling myself a little bit. Because I remember you got a perfect on me, and then I just followed up with a double perfect, and it was like the most disrespectful shit.
You had to sit up in your seat.
And you got a little pissed, and I thought it was funny, but, Elisa is just my number one favorite fighting game character of all time.
Oh, yeah.
So this wraps up our first 2-part podcast. We went through 10 picks instead of 5. Blow out that extra content, boys. If you liked this episode, let us know by clicking that little like button down there if you're watching the YouTube version. Consider subscribing to our channel, The Talks A Lot Boys, if you want to see more content like this. We do a bunch of random topics, not always video games, not always fighting games. We got a wide variety of stuff, so if this bored the shit out of you, we have other content, go watch it. We appreciate you listening to this. Let us know in the comments below what your top 5 fighting game characters are. We have been the Talks A Lot Boys, and we will talk a whole lot more next time.
Yeah.